back, podcast number 4. Hell yeah, mindsets and reps. Beautiful day today. Had that usual breakfast coffee deal.
Good start.
Hell yeah, get that mind, that juices flowing, that philosophical mind, solving motherfuckers' problems.
Getting those reps.
One problem at a time. Training every day.
Yeah. Bit of business talk in the morning.
Hell yeah, business talks. Business talks are always good.
Yeah. So, today's limiting beliefs.
Yes.
What are they? How do they play a role in our lives?
Yeah, these things fuck you up everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Limiting beliefs. Everyone's got them.
Yeah. So what are limiting beliefs?
What are limiting beliefs? Do you know what they are? I
Yes,
know
I
what
do.
they are.
Yeah. It's a belief you have of yourself or your character or of your reality.
That's it.
Okay. That's stopping you from getting to a place that you want to achieve or get to.
Correct. Limiting beliefs show up everywhere.
Everywhere.
Every time you're trying to make a decision, every time you're trying to do something new, these fucking things are showing up.
Yeah. Usually the core limiting beliefs, as we know, they come up, in childhood. But you can have limiting beliefs that come up, later on in life, in adulthood.
Correct.
But the real core ones, the ones that are really the ones that you need to look at and change, are from early childhood anyway.
Yeah. Most of your limiting beliefs are built from childhood, and even when you break those limiting beliefs moving forward, you get another kind of bar that you raise that creates a new level of limiting beliefs.
That's right.
For instance, you got a certain lifestyle you live. Let's say you buy a car that's worth $100,000. All right. Maybe you didn't think you can afford that. All right. And all of a sudden you get a new job. Bang, earn $100,000. You can get this Mercedes. No problem. A $200,000 car might feel fucking way above what you thought you could ever get.
Yeah.
That's another example of limiting belief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there's other limiting beliefs. I mean, there's an endless amount of limiting beliefs that basically it could be just something that really, really stupid that you're going for a job.
That's it.
Okay? This might be an IT job. Okay? And the limiting belief is that I need an IT diploma or a degree.
Correct.
Okay? To get this job.
Yeah, brother.
Okay? That's one limiting belief. When the reality is that, let's say for argument's sake, you finished high school.
Yeah.
Okay? The bare basics. And you happen to know the manager in that company is doing the hiring.
That's it.
Okay? And you've got no experience, no nothing, no credentials for this job.
Yep.
You're getting hired because that person that you know is doing the hiring. That's it. But the limiting belief is, let's say you didn't know that I need a degree or a diploma, or else I can't apply for the job. Now, you don't have the diploma, you don't have the degree, you don't know the person, but you still want to apply for it. Now, they might not be looking for someone with a degree. Where they say, they're not looking for people with a glass half full.
Correct.
They're looking for someone from scratch that I'm going to teach you my way, but you don't know that. The fear is I'm not going to apply because I haven't got this, and I believe that that's what they're looking for. And you're going to apply for it, and then that's it.
And the limiting belief
paints
the picture, gives you a perception of what that's going to look like.
Exactly.
So, let's say you're under that limiting belief where you're like, oh yeah, Bob, go for that job, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you need a diploma. All right. Sweet, no problem. A lot of the times these people don't even know what they needed. No. They just assume.
They're assuming, yeah.
Because that's they use that as a justification. The limiting belief is automatic. It's not like they're looking like, oh, I need to make an excuse about
obviously
how
not.
This job is going to be hard.
No. He took himself out of it. The ego is just using it and took himself out of it. It's trying to make it safe, a safe environment for you, so little Johnny and little Bob doesn't get hurt.
Correct.
Yeah. It's trying to protect us from ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. I've heard this many times. Like I tell my brother, he works in like an office environment, and I'm like, why don't you go for a higher job? All right, try to get promoted the job above you. He goes, oh, They only hire from this specific fucking town in fucking the middle of nowhere. And they have to wear green shoes on Tuesdays and they drink this type of beer. I'm like, how the fuck? I go, sweet. That might be the generalised thing, but why do we always... The problem with what limiting belief does, it puts you in a general rule of thumb.
That's right.
It never, I mean, we know why, but it never exempts you from the rule.
Never.
From my experience, and you know, I know from your experience too, that the opportunities that come to us come specifically tailored to you. It might not work for everybody else. We're not
Exactly.
all the fucking same.
Exactly.
Someone might like fucking people with beards, and fuck, mate, give this guy a job. Like all everything else being equal, you know, certificates, diplomas, and all that bullshit.
Of course.
They might like fucking this specific thing about you. You might be the same nationality, all right, and you know it could favour you in some way. They say that people who are better looking are fucking more likely to get jobs. They're more likely to be liked. So automatically, that kind of thing skews the normal criteria that people will go by to hire people.
Yeah.
Like, people aren't robots. People are people. They can be influenced. The same way we talk about these political leaders and that. Like, they're just fucking people, mate. They're not righteous robots who just go through a program and do the right thing. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
They're swayed. They've got a personality. They have biases. People have fucking biases. Now, for me, I tell a lot of people who have a problem bridging that faith and have a problem with letting go of that scarcity mentality, that limited thinking, because sometimes it's hard if you've lived your whole life having limited thinking and you're like, oh fuck, you know, I earn $10 an hour now. How am I going to be a fucking millionaire? That's a big bridge to
Huge.
big bridge to gap. Big bridge to gap. So I'll tell them, how about this? All right, if an opportunity comes up, how about you just be open to it? Don't judge it. We judge it based on, the problem is there's a lot of dumb motherfuckers, simple motherfuckers, judging high level things by low level rules. How the fuck is that going to work?
Exactly.
It's like saying when you tell cunts, like I tell my cousin, they've been doing diets their whole fucking life. Oh, it's too hard, or I can't lose weight. Based off what? The methods that you've tried in the past, which you don't know fuck all.
Yeah, we sell ourselves short as well. That's a default programming.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, or just straight off the bat. You know.
Yeah.
Now, one of the limiting beliefs, again in that example with talking about the job, they're thinking I need a diploma. They're not thinking like, hey, confidence is more of value in this situation than the diploma.
Yeah,
Because you got a diploma doesn't mean you can do the job.
that's right.
You can just, you know, as we said in the last podcast, you can just sit there at school, you know, learn, absorb what they're teaching you, get everything right on the test, get the degree.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you're capable of doing the job.
No, but on paper you are.
But on paper you are.
You're correct.
Because that's what, and also I think society pushes this as well.
Fucking oath.
That if you did the diploma, you're sweet.
Yeah.
We don't want to promote. We need capable, confident people.
Fuck.
You know,
Yeah.
they're not promoting that.
Mate, that's another rabbit hole.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fucking ticking box syndrome, as we know. That's part
it.
of that.
That's it. And you know, and some of those limiting beliefs, I'd hate to say, you know, we can't blame the person for having limiting beliefs, but society does encourage these limiting beliefs.
Fucking oath.
You know, and that's how they absorb them.
What's
Yeah.
realistic? What's whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
They reckon we got here in Australia, and I think maybe England. They got like what do they call tall popper syndrome.
Yeah,
So, you know, that's by definition, that's people cutting cunts down. Eh?
guaranteed. Yeah, everyone wants to be part of the herd.
Correct.
No one wants to stand out. Because if you stand out,
Please, you have to help us. I'm dying
Uh,
for maybe they're already dead. I'm too scared to look, but
That's all right.
I'm trying to
Relax.
save it. Even though
I can't believe you said it.
I'm mad at one of them, I think you know him. Please.
It's all right.
okay. So going back to
Standing out.
standing out. People look to be part of the herd,
That's it.
and and the only reason, in my opinion, there is because they're not going to be judged.
That's right.
Once you stray away from the flock,
Correct.
you're like, oh, this guy here is this, or this guy is judgment straight away.
You stand out.
That's it.
That's it.
So it's just safer
That's it.
to be part of the herd.
That's right. That all ties into, it's a limiting belief in itself. You're limiting yourself because you're going with the herd.
Yeah, it's just safer. If I go by myself, the risk factor goes up, and it doesn't matter what
Yeah.
Could be going for money, going for a better job. Anything that represents growth. Straight away, the mind just senses the fear just kicks in.
Sets as rebel.
Yeah. Well,
Or whatever. Yeah.
the rebel is more like I think it's a positive thing, but
Of course.
the alarm bells start ringing that something's not stable here, something's unsafe. Caution,
Yeah.
So anything when you start straying away from the program, the ego doesn't like it, and it's gonna send signals for you to pull back.
Yeah, fucking oath.
And these limiting beliefs are those. They're signals. They're just signals that you're off course.
Yeah, correct. Another limiting belief, for example, as we know, people get to a certain age, and I've tried to help people who are getting on in age, let's say 60s, whatever, 70s. You talk to these people and you tell them why don't you start moving around a little bit? Maybe go for a walk.
Lose some weight.
Lose a bit of weight. You're fucking overweight already. Sweet. Well, don't you reckon it's going to help you? All right. The limiting belief comes in. It says, all right, brrr. Like everybody knows what to do, all right? Everybody knows.
What's right and what's wrong for them.
Everybody knows this, all right? So if you're tripping out there, whatever, and you're thinking fucking, it doesn't logically make sense, and I don't know why this person is like that, and I don't know, all this bullshit, all right? We know everyone's fucked up. Everyone knows what's right. Everyone knows they wake up in the morning. No one ever wishes they were, more overweight and more broke. It's not a thing.
It's not a thing at all.
It's not a thing. It's how we get by with these limiting beliefs. It's how we get by and justify to ourselves every day and make ourselves feel better. That's the problem here. All right? And a limiting belief is I'm too old to do that.
Yeah, I'm not as young anymore, and my body doesn't operate like it used to. My metabolism slow down.
Yeah.
And all these things that sound legitimate excuses.
Correct. Or I've got a pain that from. This is not just older people. I know younger people.
Of course.
Let's say in their 40s, all right, or even in their 30s. Like, I had an ACL tear from footy. I can't move around too much. Can't get too excited.
Guaranteed.
Sweet, but that's another limiting belief. Anything that stops you from doing something because of something else.
Yeah.
Like I can't because A, B, C.
Yeah.
It's a fucking limiting belief.
Yeah. So the conscious mind is basically seeing or hearing different situations, and you're always on to basically improve. I think that is a full-time thing. You always want to improve.
Correct.
That's on autopilot. Okay. Now, why we're not improving is the limiting beliefs and the ego and things that are trying to hold us back. There's old programming.
Correct.
So everyone wants to improve. That's for sure.
That's it.
Okay. So the old programming, call it limiting beliefs, call it the ego, is the one that's talking us out of it or holding us back. That's the only thing.
That's right.
That's what's at work here.
That's right. And the ego makes you feel like when you say everybody wants to improve, they want to improve. Yeah. If you press a button, obviously they get the improvement. Yes.
Yeah, the result's there.
Right.
Bang, it's instant.
Now we always do a sum cost or whatever the fuck you call it. What's it going to cost?
That's
all
right.
And then that's the.
It's a risk analysis,
It's a risk analysis.
Yeah.
All right. We weigh it up. All right.
How much time, how much effort do I need to achieve this result?
Correct.
All that stuff.
And usually it's from the low level. It's usually what pain cost. What am I giving up here? What am I giving up here?
Yeah. What am I going to experience?
What am I going to experience here?
Yeah.
So
What
let's,
uncomfortability
that's right.
am I going to
Right,
experience?
that's right. Let's say for our friend Tim, in his situation, because it's fresh top of mind.
Yeah.
His situation is
He wants to start working out.
he wants to work out. I'm trying to
Want to look
I'm
better.
telling
Drop
him-
some kgs.
That's right. I'm trying to get his mind right because I give a fuck about him. You know, get hooked up.
Yeah.
You know, we love that shit.
Yeah.
He needs it.
Let's say it's just physical at this point. Physical improvement.
Physical improvement.
Yeah.
All right. Which, as we know, is going to help everything else.
Guaranteed.
All right. And he's trying to do these workouts. He's got a wife, 2 kids. He's trying to do these workouts undercover. Sweet. I told him get like a little bit of a gym setup so you can do pull-ups, dips and all that. Why is he opting to do things undercover?
Yeah. Doesn't want to be judged.
Doesn't want to be judged.
The main cause here is the accountability. So basically, if you go tell your friends and family that you're working out, that means that you've drawn a line in the sand and saying, from now on, this is what I'm doing.
This is what I'm doing.
Okay? Now, anything beyond that point, tomorrow, the day after, 2 months, 2 years, whatever, they're going to know in their minds that Tim works out.
That's it.
Now, in a short period of time, I swear, but in a long period of time, if he's looking the same, people like hacking into people.
Correct.
You know, they like bringing people down.
That's it.
Okay, as you mentioned before. So they're gonna be like, oh, how come you look the same? How come this? How come that? Don't you work out anymore? Oh, you should be eating this. You get criticism, and we don't like this.
Correct. Drawing a line in the sand can be powerful sometimes.
It can.
When you're like, I'm fucking doing this.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends which way you look at it.
You
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the limiting belief for Tim, is
Yeah.
he's 50-50 on whether or not he's going to come up with the goods or not.
That's right.
That's the limiting belief.
That's right.
And then obviously there's a million other things that the ego throws at us.
That's right.
The accountability.
He's not sold on himself that he's gonna actually pull this off.
That's right. He wants to do it undercover.
That's right.
So whether he fucks up or not, nobody knows. He can still go back to his normal life.
Spot on. Spot on. No damage done.
No damage done. Now, question is, how do you get around that today?
The way I get around is that you believe and you're sold on the result. I am doing this, and you can make up whatever reason you want why you're doing it. I want to do it because, I want to feel more energetic. We said a million times about working out what the benefits are. Okay? So
Tell us.
it's endless. It's endless. It really is plus. Okay?
Yes.
Now, so make it a decision that I'm doing this. Now, I'm not saying you've got to go out, Tim's got to go out and tell the whole world, hey, I am working out.
No, it's not the whole world.
I'm just saying, it depends. It doesn't mean to nobody. Or his spouse, no problem.
That's right.
Hey, I'm these days I want to allocate this half an hour after work. I want to allocate to me on a workout, and she knows the MO.
That's it.
And that's it.
But he's obviously worried about the judgment from his closer people.
That's right.
His
That's right.
extended family.
Yeah. Now you could ask him sweet. You don't tell anybody. Sweet. You're overweight at this point in time. You can see it. Okay. In 6 months, you've dropped a bit of weight. Isn't someone going to ask you, hey, you've lost some weight?
Yeah. But he wants to come out like he's fucking...
That's right.
The maddest car.
That's right. He wants to come out like his auntie.
Yeah, like, oh, somehow I got here.
Yeah. So I just appeared.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen because A, it takes a long time.
Correct.
Doesn't happen overnight.
Correct.
And B, is just like you see these people all the time.
Someone's going to notice that stuff
Yeah,
missing.
yeah. It's not like I see this guy once every 10 years. Yes, sweet. If that's the case, no problem. Don't tell anybody.
Correct.
You're going to appear in 10
Correct.
years.
Correct.
But if they're around you 24/7, then at some stage they're going to ask you.
That's right.
So,
Now, to get back to the layering process on
Yes.
the price that Tim's paying. So,
let's cover that.
everyone's got a price, yeah. This is full on, this one. This is full on.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a price. So we've listed. He's got the limiting beliefs, which could be the predominant the predominant emotion or the predominant belief that's feeding all the other beliefs. So obviously,
Yes, of course.
he's not sure if he can do it or not. That's the
Yeah.
first layer, let's say. Under that layer is if I tell everyone close to me that I'm doing this, all right? Fear of there's judgment, another military arm of the ego.
That's right.
There's I've got to be accountable. You know, I've got to see this through,
Of course.
and all these things equals this pressure.
That's right. Every layer, yeah, of course. You go down.
Yeah, every
that's
layer helps the limiting belief.
That's right.
Now, those layers obviously affect his movement, but those layers are the cost. Now, for him to overlook that's going to take a great.
Well, he's got to peel back the onion, as I say. You know, get one layer, take care of that. Then when he's going to find himself in a different layer with a different mental challenge.
Yes.
And then the deeper, that depends how deep this is actually as well. Could be in a few layers, could be a lot deeper. Could be from childhood that he was, you know, he told someone he was going to work out and they said, hey, you can't do that, or you're too fat, whatever. So the deeper it gets, the more layers he's going to have. Yeah.
Yeah, his old lady could have told him, you know, you never do one thing right.
That's it, exactly.
Mate,
you know?
that's a good one.
So it depends how much you want to dig deep. And we don't know, it could be different for everybody. And it is different for everybody.
That's right.
One could be just really shallow.
But knowing us, we dig deep here
That's right. That's right.
on Mindsets and Reps podcast.
That's right. Exactly.
So
We do
for
what has to be done. That's it.
That's right. So limiting beliefs is like the blanket.
It's a first firewall.
It's a first firewall. It's
The first level of security. Let's put it.
the first level of security.
Yeah.
That tells these other guys what to do.
That's right.
That's the boss of these guys.
That's right.
It's the first layer, whatever.
That's it.
All right. It's the first layer.
Yeah.
It's the biggest one, the most superficial layer, let's
That's
say.
right.
All right.
That's right.
Obviously, I can't do this. I'm not sure I'm 50-50.
That's it.
Now, you peel back, we've got judgment. You know, obviously this is all self-judgment or judgment from other people. I'm
Yeah.
going to get judged. You know, I have to be accountable to myself. Does that fall into judgment? That's kind of like judgment.
No,
as well.
accountability is another layer together because, you know, I got to do what I said.
I've got to do what I said.
It's not about one person's judging you. They're just judging you, right? But accountability is like, I have to do this.
Yeah, correct.
You come to the realization, I have to do this.
That's right.
Like, it's game day.
That's right. Accountability also ties in with fear of failure.
Definitely.
These are pretty much all fears.
Yeah.
All fucking apprehensions on moving forward. Governed by the boss, which is limited thinking.
That's right.
Now, if I was Tim, all right, I'll be looking at, first of all, how do I feel when I think about working out and everybody in the fucking world knowing about it? What feelings do I get?
Sweet.
And that feeling's going to be like, fuck, what do I feel like? Fuck, because they're going to judge me.
Yeah.
All right, because he doesn't know what it is, judgment.
No.
He knows that he doesn't like people talking about him and
Yeah.
getting all up in his business.
Yeah.
But that's the
And
easy way.
the word sounds scary as well.
That's right. He hasn't identified, he hasn't peeled back any layer, first
No,
of all. He just thinks, oh, people are going to know my business.
It's just a big assumption.
Yeah. And he says, when you're scared of judgment and this and that, you say things like, I don't want people knowing what I'm doing.
That's it.
That's because you want to hide.
That's it.
Now, obviously obviously some things are private, but only the person knows, all right? In this case, he's got the judgment. He's got to look at the judgment,
That's right.
all right?
What's the worst thing I can say?
What's the worst thing they can say? He's got to shed light
Yeah.
into the darkness.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got to ask himself, okay, so what are these fears? What are these limited beliefs? What's the issue here? Okay? And if I really wanted to go ahead and do this and end up getting this result, okay, what do these things actually look like?
Correct.
feel like, look like, sound like. Yeah. Okay. What would be the worst case scenario in a situation that someone's going to judge you?
Okay.
What would it look like?
So he's got to do the insurance policy.
That's it,
Not
that's
the,
it.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
insurance policy.
He's going to analyse and see, well, are these things, do these things stand up? Do they have merit,
Yes.
these things? Or they're just fucking words?
It's just words.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Am I comfortable with that?
Yeah. Okay, Tim, what are you going to say?
Sweet.
Today, guys, I'm working out. No
I'm
problem.
working. I started a new workout regime.
Oh, that's not like you, Tim.
Yeah. Well, look at your stomach.
That's strange.
You're fucking overweight.
Yeah. I didn't think you're the type,
I didn't think he's a type.
you know? It could be, obviously it could be anything,
Yeah.
but these are the common ones, you know? The funny thing is, most of the time, no one's going to say anything.
Yeah, correct. Correct. Yeah.
That's the funny thing.
We catastrophize the fuck out of everything.
Yeah. And another funny fact is that they might encourage you and be inspired themselves
Fuck.
to maybe, for themselves to work out.
That's right.
Mate, I was thinking the same thing.
Mate.
Maybe I should start. Maybe we should do it together.
Oh. All of a sudden you got fit cuts running around the family. But isn't it funny?
There is no positive. Obviously, positive never comes into mind that I might help somebody. Someone might be inspired by my actions.
Correct.
It's straight negative. It's always negative.
Some say
It's safe.
safe. Some people say that the ego has a lopsided perception. Some people say that if you have a lopsided perception about something, maybe you should look closer at it.
Is
that correct?
Smart people, those people.
You know what I mean? Like if everything's like, nah, that's fucked. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Whatever happened to like weigh it up? What's the good? What's the bad?
We take it as gospel. That's it.
It's gospel.
That's what it is. If that's what I heard or what I believe, it's set in stone.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not going to question it, and I don't give a fuck who tells me about it.
Correct.
So, no problem. But so,
And we do that because it serves us. Yeah.
of course it does. Yeah, of course. Because we all want to be sitting on the couch, watching Netflix, eating shit, and feeling good.
That's right.
Feeling good.
We want to feel good.
We want to feel good. That's it, you know? So yeah, again, back to it, the layer, okay? So we're going through the layer. We're looking at these issues. Okay, what are they going to say? What's the worst thing? What does that look like, Tim?
Cool.
Okay? So we've named a few, and from our quick analysis,
That's on the judgment.
exactly.
Layer.
From our quick analysis, it's bullshit. Already that's been kicked out. That's it.
Yeah.
We cracked the code on that one there.
Let's say they say, oh, you're a fucking dumb cunt.
Yeah.
For mate, how dare you?
How dare
look
you.
after your health?
Yeah. How dare you?
Is that going to happen?
Yeah.
If that happens, man, like they get fucked as well. Yeah.
Yeah. But we know for a fact, no one's going to say that.
No one's going to say that.
No fucking way. Not when it comes to bettering your health.
How dare you make more money?
You know what I mean?
How dare you look healthier?
Now, if you're going to live overseas and, you know, and you're going to a war-torn country and all that, yeah, someone's like, hey, maybe it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But fixing your health up and being fitter and healthier is, no one's going to say that. So,
Yeah. First of all, it's not life-threatening.
exactly.
The ego just perceives everything as fucking danger all the time.
It's danger.
The fuck
Yeah,
out of here.
it's danger because you've molded this false self of all these securities, okay? And once you start attacking these, it just sounds alarm. It doesn't tell you wrong or right. It's just different.
That's right.
And I don't want different.
That's right. So we're poking holes at judgment.
That's right.
Judgment, fucking go get fucked.
So
Fear of failure.
can
slash
I do it?
accountability.
Yeah, can I do it? You know, of course you can. Now, what's the task at hand? The task at hand is to lose weight. Can anyone do this? Yes, they can.
Everyone can do it, though.
Yeah, they can. Everyone's capable of doing this.
Yeah, that's right.
If you put the weight on,
Yeah.
you can take the weight off.
Yeah, correct.
Meaning that you were not born overweight.
No.
So you gradually put that weight on.
That's
So
right.
at some stage you didn't have that weight.
That's right.
Okay, so you can go back to the start.
That's right.
So now, physically, can you physically do this?
Yeah.
Of course you can.
So you're not in a wheelchair.
Now-
Even if you were in a wheelchair.
Now, we're not telling you to
Paralympics.
go. Now, we're not telling him to go run a marathon,
No.
which you possibly can do as well.
Fucking oath.
Okay, but it's do some burpees, do some push-ups. You know, walk half an hour a day,
That's it.
whatever it might be.
That's it.
You know, something very general and basic.
That's right.
So
But the problem is the consistency over time.
exactly,
It's not the thing you're doing. There's no magic in
No.
your diet. There's no magic in working out. It's how long can you do it for?
that's right. Can you keep it up? Does it fit in your schedule, your busy schedule? Does it fit in your busy schedule? No,
Correct.
I can't fit it in.
That's it.
Because again, we spoke last time as well, but we'll cover it again. That's working out seems like it's very time consuming.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's time consuming.
That's it. And so I'm so busy, I don't know where I can fit it in.
Yeah.
Between Netflix and making cake
That's right.
and talking shit with my mate on an hour phone call, you know, how can I fit it in?
That's right. That's why the 10-minute workout every day gets through anything. Anyone can
That's
do
right.
that.
So accountability, will I keep it up?
Will they keep it up? They don't know if they're going to keep it up. They just built it up. Okay, so, bang. Accountability, can they keep it up? First of all, these motherfuckers don't know what's involved. He hasn't got a clear picture of what's entailed in what the fuck I'm going to
Yeah.
do.
What does it look like?
He hasn't weighed it up. He hasn't. Yeah. What does it look like? That's it.
Yeah.
He hasn't weighed it up.
Yeah.
He hasn't done the insurance analysis of what what am I up against here?
Yeah. The funny thing is,
Yeah.
no one applies for a job, okay,
Yeah.
when they see just the heading of the job, electrician needed. They're not just applying for the job.
No.
They're going and reading all the, what does the job entail? We're doing all this stuff. We want to know, but we don't do the same stuff, same path for working out.
Now, why is that? Spiritual blindness.
That's what it is.
Spiritual blindness. I can't see the thing that's going to help me.
That's it. Yeah. So we're not following the same system.
Correct.
Everything else is like, mate, got to check it out. Want to buy this house? No problem. Go get a loan. If I'm a loan, I'm going to make sure how much the interest is. I'm going to make sure I've got no payments. And they're good in that sort of
They
stuff.
fucking analyse everything.
You know what I mean? But they don't want to analyse or even entertain the thought of how I can work out, how I can lose some weight. You know, what am I up against?
I feel that the ego feels, emotionally you feel pain when you try to think about emotional problems or spiritual problems logically. You know that
Exactly,
feeling when
of
you
course.
try to get clear?
course.
There's something in there that's, mate, don't let go of me, don't let go.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fucking fucked.
Yeah, of course. Because obviously, you know, there's no, you can't solve spiritual problems logically as well.
And the ego is very idealistic.
Definitely.
The ego's like
Definitely.
the biggest fucking fanatic going around,
Definitely.
fucking Taliban, fucking, I'm about to cut
That's
cunts'
it.
heads off.
100%.
How full on is that cunt?
Mate, it's dedicated to the cause. It's the
Fuck.
fucking Terminator. It's set on a program and it's not deviating at all.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, it can't weigh up wrong and right.
That's right.
Can't weigh up like this is good for Bob or Tim or John.
That's right.
This is the program you've set and I'm sticking to my guns.
That's it. That's it. But not just I'm sticking to my guns, but it's almost like you're dishonoring yourself.
Of course, yeah.
You feel a sense of I'm being a traitor to myself.
Yeah, you're going to lose a limb here. You're losing part of yourself.
Yeah.
You're not that person anymore.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
But you got to understand that.
Like you're ready, yeah.
You don't need this thing anymore.
That's right.
It's not. It is part of you, but it's only part of you in a negative way. You know, you weren't born with it.
It is part
You
of
adopted it, and then you've put a part of you. But letting it go, it feels like you're losing yourself.
you. But yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
exactly what it feels
yeah,
like.
Yeah, like you're losing a limb.
Yeah.
Like I need these hands.
Yeah.
I can't live without the ego. I
Yeah.
can't live without
It's
this
like
idea.
it's like a family member.
Yeah,
like a
exactly,
family
exactly,
member.
exactly.
Like that kind of pain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
That's why it's so hard. That's
Guaranteed.
That's why the change is so hard.
guaranteed. So there where you go, you know, and like we said before, it could be many layers here for different individuals. The deeper you go, you just got to keep on asking yourself, okay, I'm at a roadblock, which is the layer. What does it look like? Why have I got this? And question. And that's it. And then the more you keep on breaking down, the more you get closer to the truth, and then you can move on and do your business.
Now, a bit of a spanner in the works to get deep on this philosophy of the ego. Can the ego protect you? Does the ego only protect against a positive move following the change?
Yep.
What I feel like the ego doesn't care if you change to something worse
Yep.
rather than changing to something positive. Meaning, I thought to myself, what if there's something that you don't like? Is the ego, let's say you don't feel two ways about it, but you want to change.
Sweet.
Would the ego protect you from that change? Or does the ego only come into protection mode
On positive things.
on positive change?
I believe no.
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 So if I was a meth addict and I want to go to heroin, is that going to be like, don't do it, fucking,
Look.
there's a lot of problems associated with that? Or,
No. Look, it will...
or is it on the same level?
Look, it's definitely more geared to negative than positive. That's by default. Okay? But it doesn't want you doing anything in excess either. Like, it wants you to be safe. Safe doesn't mean go commit suicide. It's going to pull you up. At the end of the day, the ego wants to survive.
Yeah, but survival for the ego could be anything.
I know, but if you're dead, you're dead. The ego's gone.
No, but
Now,
that's real.
Yeah, sometimes. But if you go from, you're saying from meth or from ecstasy, let's say ecstasy for example, right, to heroin, it is going to trigger some stuff. Because
It's risky.
It's more risky. You could hurt yourself. It's guaranteed going to do that. Like let's keep it at cocaine or some marijuana, or let's keep it at some.
But that's real life threatening.
That's what I'm saying to you. Yes,
Yeah, the reason why I use the heroin and the meth is because they're both bad.
they're both bad, but one's more extreme. The ecstasy and heroin is more extreme. It's gonna send alarm bells. Like, you know, you could end up like a junkie. You could end up like this. You know, you're a lot better by going to work, okay, and going on the weekends, do some mixes with your friends and some cocaine. I want you there.
Yeah.
It definitely doesn't want you to go do heroin, because if you're going to do heroin, okay, in this example, is that everything else that I'm feeding off, the ego's feeding off, gets destroyed as well.
Yeah, correct. There's definitely a bit of a what do you call it? A range.
Definitely.
You can go within. That's
Of course,
like the ego's
of course,
like,
of course, of course.
You know, it's like you got your little thermostat, your limiting thermostat. that-
Definitely.
You know, I'm a junkie. All right, I'm going to stay within these junkie realms.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed that junkies sometimes they don't give a fuck. They don't really have too many standards. They can.
Yeah, it just
can
wants
dabble.
control. It wants to survive, like I said. Okay? And there is a range. It doesn't want you too fucked up. Okay? But you're more in the range of negativity than you are in positivity.
But aside from life threatening,
Yeah.
it always gets deployed. You know,
On
entering
positive
a
change.
change
On positive-
coming up
yes,
when
yes,
it
it
senses
does.
a
Yes,
positive change.
Yes, it does. Yes. Yes.
That's right.
That's right. Because it can't survive on positivity.
That's right.
That's it.
And relative to the resistance it gives, obviously the stronger the belief, or
The stronger the change.
the stronger the change, but the more positive it's going to hit you.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah. The more damage it's going to do to the ego, the more it elevates, more, you know, it goes to DEFCON 3, you know what I mean?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Like the harder the change,
Yeah. The more resistance.
the more benefit you're going to get from that change,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
Yeah.
Question is, how does the ego know that it's going to be good? How the fuck is that full on? How's
Yeah,
it-
just look. The truth is that the ego knows you better than you know yourself. This is a fucking fact.
but knows you relative to everything else. It almost like knows you. It knows you obviously intimately,
Of course, it knows all your little secrets. It knows all your little desires. It knows everything about you.
but it has a scale of what I need to.
Like,
What's
it's got-
more hectic than others?
Yeah, it's got a risk format. It's got a risk factor.
It's got a risk format, but is that based off the communication it has with your higher self?
That's right. Well,
It must be bouncing off that.
it does. Look, the ego is the anti-true self. So it's the opposite of that. So if you look at a scale,
but they must be talking, these people.
They are. Okay, you're in the middle, which they call the Tao. Okay, now you've got good and bad, but it's not about good and bad. It's the
and
ego
bad, dark
and the
light.
true
Yeah,
self,
yeah, it's
right?
the opposites,
Now, yeah, the opposites, right?
Negative, positive.
Now,
that's
if you're leaning more towards the positive self, it's going to create more resistance to bring it back. You know what I mean? That's the way it works.
yeah.
So, yeah, as I said before, the bigger the change, to the right or to the true self, okay, the bigger it needs to pull.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
But what I'm saying is it's as if it knows where to pull harder and where not to.
exactly. Yes.
All right. But how does it know that? How does it calculate that?
How does it calculate it? Do you know?
I've got a theory,
Go.
which I think you're going to agree on this one.
Okay.
It knows because it knows where your values and where your purpose lies.
Perfect.
It
Yeah.
knows your values because you know your values.
Exactly.
Like deep down.
Yeah.
You might not know I'm fucking.
Yeah,
on
it
the
knows what to
blackboard.
go off.
It knows what to go off. It knows that this one is a fucking money maker.
Yeah.
The closer we, obviously, because as we know, the truer we live to our values. All right, our voids give way to our values. All that bullshit.
Yep.
The
Spot
truer-
on. Yes, totally.
Our values
Agree. Yeah.
make our purpose.
Yeah.
We know what our values are. All right, in its purest form. If we the essence of fucking life there is to live those values. The ego knows when you're getting closer to those values. Right? That's at the fucking
it,
end
yeah.
of the story. That's
Spot
how
on.
he knows where to
Spot
pull
on.
the fucking trigger.
Spot on. Spot on. Yeah.
That's the IA,
That's it.
the AI.
AI. Yeah. Exactly.
Is that full on?
Yeah. Because the purpose. Yeah. Spot on. Your purpose is the plan. The purpose is, yeah, it is the plan. If you're off plan, it knows. Guaranteed.
Yeah,
So-
correct.
The ego knows when to intervene.
Yes.
Okay, when the individual is on par, on track with his values, with their values, he or she, their values, okay, and their purpose. Now, the closer you are to on that path, the more it hits.
Fuck. That's like a full-on GPS model.
It is exactly.
It's like what's that like? That's like you're looking for a guy. You're looking for a suspect,
yeah,
but the suspect is telling you where he is. Well, he's got a tracking device. That's a bad example.
yeah. Look, it's
bad
pretty
one.
much all about like I'm at home, and I want to go to the city. Put the GPS on, okay, and I know I need to get there.
Which
Yeah, the fastest route and the best route, let's say not the fastest, the best route is my purpose.
correct.
From here to here, the purpose is to get to the city.
That's right.
Now, if I veer off the path that, I've set for myself, or the GPS in this situation has set for me, it's going to deviate,
Yes.
and it's going to be off course,
Yes.
and it's going to redirect you. But the ego is not trying to redirect you; it's going to take you off course. It's anti. Course.
Wait. It's even more ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right. It's not redirecting you. He's actually saying, like, this station. He's not saying this station's closed. He is saying this station's closed. Don't get on this station.
Yeah,
But what he really wants you to do is fucking break the sign and go through anyway.
that's right.
All his barricades, all the ego's barricades, is really saying this is where you break through.
That's right.
He's not saying go around.
Okay, yeah, but it's,
Where he's putting the biggest fight, that's where you have to fight.
of course. But an example of
That's where the scary shit comes.
yeah, in example, he doesn't want you to reach that point.
Of course not. And he puts these He puts
That's it.
these like bad guys in a game.
Yeah. Puts
stop ya.
puts roadworks here. This road's closed.
It's also it's more, a lot riskier. Danger.
That's
danger
it.
tape.
That's it. That's
Very Indiana
exactly.
Jones.
Exactly.
The ball can't bang. Booby traps.
That's it. Booby traps. That's
So
it.
what do? We go around.
That's it.
Of course we go around.
That's it.
Why wouldn't
Of
we go
course.
around?
Of course.
But they're going around.
Yeah.
We're fucking not getting to the
Yeah.
destination.
But easy enough to say that, you know, your purpose, no one really knows the exact route to your purpose.
Correct.
Okay? First of all, people don't know what the purpose is.
No, the exact. No one knows the
Okay.
exact.
Sweet. But even if they did, they don't know the exact road.
No.
Okay? Now, they give an example about the, you know, does a plane fly from Melbourne to Athens, Greece in a straight line? No, it doesn't.
No.
Okay? So basically, it flies, okay, hits some storm or bad weather, and it deviates and it corrects course. The autopilot. Okay? The mechanism. The same thing here. But the ego is the anti-mechanism.
Correct.
So one thing is you got to know where to want to go. Now, something a bit more simplistic is Tim working out. Okay? I want to do burpees, I want to lose kgs.
Correct.
Okay? That is something very simple.
That's it.
That I'm 100 kilos and I want to be 70.
Yes.
Okay? In order to do that, okay, I need to do some running, some dieting. You sort of know. But in life, to achieve your purpose, there's a lot of thinking involved, which again, it starts off with a bit of thinking. So the ego, sends a bit of a little resistance. Like, don't worry about thinking. And then you're like, I'm really serious about it. So you think about it.
That's right.
Okay, you write it down. You're going to be more serious. It starts turning it up a bit. You you start planning it out. You start going doing that course. Start enrolling for that course. You start doing the things you want to do, and you start setting things in motion. It starts ramping up.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
That's how you know you're in the right spot.
Exactly. And the roadblocks and all that becomes more severe.
That's right.
The danger becomes more severe.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right. And navigating these type of things is hard on your own.
Guaranteed.
Obviously, when you got motherfuckers who've been studying this shit for a long time, it makes it way easier.
Yeah.
Like, our road is fucking shit. It's full blind, full guessing, full fucking this and that. Going through years and years of what's right, what to do. We ain't have no mentors, no fucking nothing.
No, nothing.
Oh my God.
Nothing. Just trying to do it on your own. Trying to, do it with, the tools you've got.
Oh,
Which is the hardest way, really.
it's the fucking hardest
yeah.
way, the shittest way, the everything.
Yeah. So if you can get a mentor, get one.
Fuck,
You,
man.
you know, as I say, you want to achieve something, find the person that's already achieved it,
That's it.
okay, and copy what they did.
That's right. Find
That's
the
it.
person who knows.
That's it. You need to pay for that person. You need to go find this person.
That's it.
Do what you got to do, okay? Because if you do, it'll make your journey a lot easier.
Correct. Now we've come across a couple mentors, a few people who, apparently know what the fuck they're talking about.
Of course.
But they didn't fucking...
Yeah.
They didn't look like they were living it.
No.
It wasn't what we're looking for. A lot of area, like especially in the PD, personal development industry, there's a lot of posers.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't live that life.
They're getting bums on seats, as they say.
They're getting bums on seats.
That's what it is. It just sounds good and it fills into what we said last time. By you hearing it, doesn't mean you've already done it.
That's right.
And they get a lot of those people because they're in it for honestly, they're in it for the money.
They're doing a job.
Yeah, they're like, oh, how can I make the most money?
Correct.
Oh, I'll do this. It's a lot better than labouring.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, but this sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about. It is correct. I've checked it out, and it sells.
Yeah,
people want this.
A lot of these people come from sales.
That's it.
It's not a coincidence.
No, of course. So it sells.
That's right.
But they don't actually, as you said, they don't actually done it themselves. They don't actually believe this is the road. I'm really helping people.
Yeah, I'm sold to this.
Now, there's nothing wrong with charging people.
No.
Okay, and I'm not saying these people should go do everything for free.
No.
Because it spent, if you did really achieve the result, you spent time and effort, years and money to achieve the result. So, and anyway, people don't value if they don't pay for it anyway.
Correct.
So I'm not saying don't charge for it.
Yeah.
Okay?
They can charge, they can make money, everyone does what
Definitely,
they do.
100%, and they should.
But my problem is where their heart lies.
Yeah, exactly. Do you believe in the process? Do you believe in what you're selling? Is it going to help people and get people to the place they want to be? Sweet. If it is, tick the box, no problem. But these people, most of them don't.
No, they don't really give a fuck about the
It's just an
person.
easy answer to make money.
That's right. They're not going to sleep thinking about, oh, how much fucking people can I help today?
No. They're looking at the bank account like, mate, I made fucking 20 grand. They're going to parties, I made 20 grand. I sold at a whole event, mate, for 3 hours.
That's right.
And then he goes like, yes, this guy did it, mate. He's smarter than everybody else.
Yeah, I made 100 grand. I can buy fucking Louis Vuittons and fucking
That's
all
it.
this other
That's
shit.
it. And then they get into they get into like brands and I need to look like this. I need to go rent that go buy that car
Correct.
to impress the people that I'm really successful.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
yeah, look, at the end of the day, their heart's not there. They're not believing in the process. They're not really the people that you should be investing in. And as you said, we've been down that track. We've invested a lot of money, a lot of fucking time, so much effort. Okay, and you're on a good thing, and then something else happens, and the mind changes. Like, oh no, maybe I should, deviate and go this way, or then go this way and go this way. So again, if you get a mentor or some guy that you really respect, and you're like, oh, this guy has actually got the result I want, just copy and paste what he did.
Sounds like
That's
he
it.
knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
At the end of the day, you make a conscious decision, you go down that track, and worst case scenario, you learn something, you move on. That's it.
That's it. But if you do the same shit, you get the same motherfucker result.
Exactly. So doing nothing, you can't get nothing back.
All right. We can clear it today.
Yeah, another good podcast, another good session.
That's it.
Cover a few things, limited beliefs, obviously, and what's holding us back. Change. You need to change. You need to evolve.
Change ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
Nothing good is.
Yeah, that's it. There's going to be a struggle. Just being open to and accepting the struggle, it's going to just be a lot easier.
That's right.
Just accept it. It's like anything else. You start a new job, you're not going to know everything in one day.
That's right.
You're not going to know what the day, you start. Eventually, you'll learn it, you'll get better.
That's right.
There's no difference with this.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, get clear as always. Always get clear. Look at the bullshit that the ego's trying to sell you. It's always going to make you look like the loser. It's always going to make you look like you can't do it. Also, just
It's just deceiving. It's very deceiving.
It's very deceiving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shed light on the darkness.
Yeah.
Put it under a microscope. Is it justified? Obviously.
Yeah. You can look, at the end of the day, you can reach out to us, pop a question, in the chat.
That's right.
Whatever you want to do. You can reach out to us on many platforms we're on.
Fucking oath.
We're here to help at the end of the day.
That's
And, you can find someone in the local community or someone, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, focus on yourself, know what you want, and go after it. That's it. In any shape or form, whatever.
That's it. Fucking oath. Yeah.
So-
Have the faith.
That's it, yeah. Until next time, anyway, mindsets and reps. All it is, mindsets and reps.
Fucking getting jacked
That's
and
it, that's
slapping
it.
motherfuckers.
The more reps, the more sets you do, the better you become.
And fuck the ego, and fuck the darkness, and fuck the negativity.
That's it. Perfect.
Peace.
Peace out.